Hello guys, guess what game we're reviewing today? Yep, it's a Baldur's Gate 3. How could I not make the video about this super cool game? It's an amazing example of what an RPG should be. It stands as a new gold standard for other developers in how to make their player base appreciate the effort and attention to the words of their players. Baldur's Gate 3 is an excellent game that even with 306 hours, I still have so much more to do. This game is a complete product. You pay your money and you get a complete and full experience. No battle pass, season pass, yearly pass, whatever pass. No content locked behind a paywall, nothing. Just a genuine, full and complete game like back in the old days when I started gaming almost 12 years ago. The amount of work that was put into this game is 100 apparent. The sheer amount of details that the developers took into consideration when making this game is astonishing. I can't begin to say how many times I have done something out of the box and the game anticipated it. The atmosphere in this game truly exhibits a notion of this is your character, you do what it is you want. And the game acts accordingly. It is not the reverse where you act according to the game. There is something to be said about the attention to the detail that the developers put into Baldur's Gate 3. You can tell it was a labor of love and dedication to a project. Not just some new title that needed to be released to satisfy a deadline and bring income. The development team truly loved creating this and loved continuing work on this project. Just look at hotfixes. You can see it if you step back and just think about what must have gone into creating this masterpiece. The mechanics and gameplay itself are excellent. It isn't handled to you, especially in the later acts. You need to think, you need to utilize your brain and take into account all that is going on, who you are up against, etc., etc. You need to author your story. The satisfaction one gets from completing a difficult fight is next level. There is one particular battle that involves a particular soundtrack that I know will stay with me forever, and that says a lot. Moving to the next point, the soundtrack of this game. It is another masterpiece within a masterpiece. The atmospheric scenes created with the sound, the battle music, it is all next level and truly is something so underrated. There have been a number of times where I just stopped, just listened to the music. Even side missions like with a particular bard in a particular grove has an entire cinematic scene dedicated to the music and it is just awe-inspiring. Just stop for a moment and think just how much went into making that one scene. That is the type of love and dedication that the studio put into this game and you just don't often see that anymore. The world feels alive. You go into a grove or you go into a town and it is bustling with NPCs carrying on their routines, having an argument, fighting, training, commenting on something you as a player did because they heard about it, but have no idea it was you, as it was just a rumor and are having this conversation with another NPC. Just stand back and appreciate that and think about how much effort was made for the game to adjust itself to one of the tons of different ways you could have done, accomplished, failed something. Combat is also rewarding. There are so many different options. Use your environment. Perhaps you picked up some barrels from the tutorial zone and have been holding onto them since the beginning of the game and decide you want to toss them into the battlefield and detonate them. Or maybe you've been lugging around some barrels of alcohol that you now want to utilize on the field. Go for it. Maybe you bit off more than you can chew and need to make a tactical retreat. Combat is so dynamic, there is no set way to do something. Your options are numerous. Maybe you do want just truck through everyone and don't want to think tactically. Sure, go right ahead. The mechanics themselves are intricate. with the different damage types, resistances, buffs, debuffs, etc., all within the nature of Dungeons and Dragons. The story, it is yours to craft, and how you get to the end, it is up to you. It is detailed, it is interesting, it has its twists and turns that will make you say, "No way, are you serious? I knew it." And the list goes on, and you are the one who creates the story. If you're looking for a full and complete game with wonderful music, a studio that cares about their community base and product, great mechanics, and an outstanding story that you create with your decisions, and you can look past some minor oversights in a game of this magnitude and slight performance issues that are actively being worked on them, Baldur's Gate 3 is for you, and you will get your money's worth with or without any D&D experience. This was a really quick and brief and short review, and this game deserves so much better and so much longer. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments. What do you think about Baldur's Gate 3? And I guess I'll see you next video. Bye!